Good morning. That rain delay was kind of short-lived, but it's going to have us out for a few days. We're going to work on backing the planter up, going to service it, figuring out our seed situation. We've got 38-acre field of corn left and 210 acres of beans. Our spraying and strip till are done. That feels good. Now today we're going to try to hook up our ammonia bar, that 23-row 2510H John Deere high-speed ammonia applicator. It's got Pit Stop Pro on it, so we have to adapt tanks, kind of get that type stuff out. It's not been on the 380, and we've not had anything really on the 380 except the disc. So we're wanting to get all the monitors, things like that in there. Luckily, with the ammonia bar, you can a high-speed bar, you can start early. It doesn't have a shank. It's got a disc blade. So basically, row and go. He's going to flip right around and side dress. Brennan's figuring out the seed situation. I seen we had 1,200 pounds on the tender.
I only have about 5 acres left in my planter.
I knew we were really low.
I didn't want to run light or run heavy anymore.
He had some bolts break. And I've told him the stories because we broke Dickensie in half, and I've told him those stories, and he was reliving them. I was on the way here. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to stop and just take a breath for a minute. We made it, though.
Yeah.
So we got our new bolts. We're going to put those in, and we're going to do it in here on the concrete. So it's been a battle. It's been some fun. Well, I don't know if we call it fun. Well, we're going to back these tenders out. Brian's going to order. We've got a lot of knick-knack stuff. Look at this. This thing, we've just had to run it. I found our piece that I had bought. It doesn't fit. I found it.
I remember we tried this once before. It didn't fit.
So, yeah, we got caps, just not the right caps. So we got to fix that. What do you want to do first, Brennan?
Move these tenders out of the way.
Tenders out.
Planter in.
Planter in. Get the bolts first.
Yeah.
Let's just get what the programming says. Bolts first. I like it. Get those seed tenders out of the way. Get this planter in here on the concrete. Great idea. The bolts we put in were American. They're 3/4 grade 8s. That's not big enough. Brian got some 10-9 metric bolts, like are supposed to be in it, and got them all new. Guys with DBs, check those bolts. Man, the axle come out the back of this thing. Scary, scary moments. It happens, though. I'll tell you what, guys, we've been in situations before. We don't hold grudges. Stuff's gonna break if you use it, but we try not to. And man, this one, I don't know. That one might have stung a little worse. Okay. Well, we'll pull this in the shop so we can work on it. And Brian, you get to get the beast out.
Yeah, I'll go put it on the fuel barrel right now because it needs it.
I think the fuel light was on when we loaded it that day. And he's debating on leaving the front duals on. We normally take them off. I don't know. He's going to start early enough. I don't think we're going to have enough losses there to constitute taking those off. It'd be nice to have the traction. That bar pulls hard, and he's now got the horsepower, and it likes speed, so this side dress season's going to be cool. Man, we've spent years suffering it out, corn bending over by the bar, barely getting done. Now we've got 2 60-foot setups to run with, the Hagie with the drops and that 23-row ammonia bar. Man, we can rock and roll with that. Got a 3-inch pump on our tanker. We had a 2-inch last year. We had a 2-inch last year, and Brian found this is a dead man valve. Well, and what it is, you have to hold it to get it to flow. Well, there's a little valve in there, and the 28% had rusted it. It was only open like a third of the way, maybe not half. So it was really slow. And when he found that, we'd already bought the 3-inch pump. I think it's a smart move, but definitely we were restricted. We may have to do some moving. We'll forget how long these things are. Fire the corn planter up, we'll back it up. "96% complete. Corn planter, you've been a good one this year." Brent's already got in the barn before I could get this shut down. He's getting good at backing this thing in. I'd say that'll probably work. Oh, and the fun begins. Right there they are. They're right there. And those broke, and let this come out. Be honest, I was so tired when we were doing it. I don't know how much footage we have. I had some footage of it, but I fixed the strip till bar that last day, right before the rain. So I'm doing one bolt at a time. We've got safeties in. These, if this blew a line, see, this can drop. And if I'm in here, I don't have to tell you what that does. So those safeties are in. It's also got one up front. So aside from the bar breaking in half on underneath it, I should be safe. When we put these in, we had to shove a wedge chisel in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same. You can't get a wrench on that. And 9s, or we have some American grade 8 that have a little extended shank on them. And if those will fit one size bigger, we can go ahead and do that. I'm just going to see. It's just too big. See? It fits in the bottom, but not the top. It won't even start to.
And that's the larger one?
Yep. And the other ones are too small. This is just bare. The metric is just barely small. Just looking it over. Try to fix things in advance. Brennan had one of these fittings break. Brian got one of those during this rain delay. And I'm just in here looking at this. We're going to hook the ammonia bar up here in a little bit. Brennan did a full grease job on the 4900. Just kind of going over a few things. It settled. I didn't phase it right when I set it down, but it's got 38 acres to plant, so it's not really got a lot left to do. We're discussing, we're going to do inner and outer scrapers, disc openers, and we're going to go from these standard Martins that we've ran for years, and we're going to buy some shark tooth. Row cleaners are good and tight. Some of the bearings we need to go through and either tighten or replace as we do the row cleaner. Basically, I want to pay attention to row cleaners and disc openers this year, and scrapers is the focus of this planter, and cleaning it off. What do we call this stuff? What's the nickname for it? I need to ask AI. Dust and hydraulic oil mixed together, because we get it on us all the time. Paint protectant. Well, it does protect it from the sun. It's a mud mask. Our planter has a mud mask right there.
Pay for that.
Yeah, they do. You see, it's a little dirty, but really not bad for all the rain it's set through and all the things. Our Challenger, knock on wood, but it's behaved pretty well. Tires really helped it out, helped ride a little nicer. And it makes it look good. I like Firestones. I'm kind of a fan of those. So DB, we're going to wait on bolts. I'm also going to inspect your hitch here. I'm pumping some fuel. It's easiest just to set the barrel, set the timer, and fill a fuel trailer, and then drive it around. Perfect timing. I thought I just heard shut off. So we're full. Gauge right there. This is 750 gallons in here. It's got baffles and stuff in it. It's a 2011 Thunder Creek, and the guys that used it, pretty sure they used it in the wintertime a lot, servicing their fertilizer spreading equipment. Anyway, they blasted and painted it. So it was a cheap one, like everything else around here. Let's get it around there. This pump's really slow. It's really old, as far back as I can remember. This thing's been here. We don't want to toss it because it still runs. I think it's here to stay, guys. I think this is, that sounds a little bit on the empty side too. That's never a good day. 380 fuel lights on, pretty sure. So I thought about pulling the trailer down to it, but I can get some stuff out to pressure wash and just set a timer and let it pump. And then my fuel trailer's full. My 380 would be full too. That's a double win, I think. So I better do it that way. Not pulling. He may be here in a minute. I think I can sneak it out. This is our new 380. It's 2024. They had a special deal because they're a carryover. They had just a few of them left. We were lucky enough to get our name on one, so this is it. Yep, fuel light's still on. And it's going to do some blowing out, air filters, whatnot. And I'm just going to get this thing around the fuel barrel. We'll flip around, get it hooked to our 23-row ammonia bar. First thing you notice, the door's just a little more solid. We'll change the cab around a little bit. There's the next thing to go to the fuel barrel. It's fuel season. Fuel's in high demand today. Probably need to put DEF in it too. I'm guessing it's out of DEF. We haven't fixed the DEF on this one because it's under warranty. Do I walk off and trust that to shut off? Well, no. Now this is a loaded tractor. Talked about it before, but we're 5 outlets, premium cab. It's got all the options that one would want. Agribib 2s on it. It's weighted up in the back. It didn't have the full rack on the front. We'll see how that is. That's probably all right though. It's a big tractor. Our other tractor doesn't have much on the front. It's not ideal. I like having weight on the front of them a little better, but these steer a little rough too sometimes. I think this one steers better than the 19. That was one of the things I noticed immediately was that its shuttle shift is a little different. The whine that it has is just a little different sound. So they've changed some things in the transmission on these. I see it's called a CVX drive instead of CVT. Well, I don't know a lot of details on that. They've changed it around a little bit. You can tell, and it seems as if that's for the better. My Hagie, it's low. Man, I about run the fuel out of it that last day. We're going to wash it off and then look at, probably next week getting the floats off. Now this has got 50-inch rubber on the back. It's got 38s on the front. Suspended cab, suspended front end. Spaceship, I mean, it's got every option. Now, I don't think it has a 36-mile-an-hour transmission. I think it's a 26, but man, beggars can't be choosers. That's plenty fast. I love the look of the new front end on these. There's a few years there the front of them had a look that maybe wasn't my favorite, but this one, oh man, it's sharp. I can't believe I got something this nice set here. But we do, and we're going to use it. Put it to work. 23-row ammonia bars, a Cat 5. It's a big boy, so we got the big hitch on this. Those Challengers, we had to buy Cat 5s for those. They're not made for that. And I mean, we pulled it with that one. The Challenger that's on the strip till bar normally pulls this 23-row ammonia bar. It's hot. It's just a lot for it. This is going to be a lot better match. I think I got enough time to get the Hagie turned around. I'm going to turn it around and unfold it right out here. Yeah, we got room. Kind of blocked in by our semi. Second the guys were coming for this. Oh, I'm blocked out on Mud Island. Wait, you mean it only takes one person to put those in? Hold on here. Oh, there's no lever.
No lever.
Oh, they pop out though? The Challengers are notorious. And every time we run a Challenger, it'll spit the lines out several times.
Every day.
And as soon as it gets done doing that, they'll stay in the rest of the season. Maybe. But that first day, man, it's going to spit those out. And if you have issues, just plan on going back and putting them back in a few times. Keep doing it. Don't give up. And finally, the thing will stay in. But then you get to the case, and it's like they plug right in. But would you give 2.5 times for this?
Yeah.
He would. I don't know if I would. I think I'll go cheap, man. I'll take three Challengers. They'll squeak, and at least one of them will run. This thing goes down. It went down too. It went down and didn't get the planting job done. The Challenger finished the job.
That is true.
That is true, right? We shouldn't heckle it. We love the tractor. We're Case fans. Actually, we're just farm equipment fans. Farm equipment enthusiasts. Except when it's broke down. What the heck you got?
Where do you guys go?
How many holes you got up here?
Too many.
Shoot, to be continued. Drizzle, drizzle. So we're going to leave this off. I'm not sure on it. It's not marked. This, I can see is new. Brian adapted that to the Challenger. Well, these ports are female up here. I got to decide, I don't know which one is which. I'll look into it. Brian decided we wanted to get out of here. So we've been busting it. I got the sprayer pressure washed, but I got a little dirty in the process. 380's got to have a few things to get it hooked up. Brennan's getting ready to get the seed tenders in. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I've been holding on for planting season, and man, that last go really got me. It's taking everything we got, and I'm glad I got all the content. I feel like I did a pretty good job gathering content, and I'm excited to get all that out there to you guys. We've had some rains. We've got 38 acres of corn to plant, and I think around 210 acres of beans. So we're really closing in on the finish line. I'm out here looking, wondering if we can get something done. It's not looking like we can, so kind of checking the stands, just seeing if we have any misses. I thought we missed an end row, but it just had a different plant date. We're down to our problem fields, so a lot of those they're going to stay wet longer. And right now I'm kind of looking, and it's one of those things where you can send it, but it'll do a better job if you wait. Waiting kind of fits our schedule today. Kept the sprayer off the row. Right here it is. It's bean field next door. We'll go look at it. It was our first planted bean field, so these beans look really good. I need to take this fence row out. Hey, this was fall disc, and he pulled in here with the DB and planted this, and it was early. And I rushed in and sprayed it the next morning. But this is what got us started. 20-inch no-till beans at 130,000 population. Our meters do a good job with the bean planter. And the fall disc on these stalks, we have a more even stand, or at least it appears that way. Too early to tell. No-till always looks kind of tough early on. But I tell you what, I can't complain about these. Wow. No weeds in here. These are enlist beans, so we'll come back second pass with enlist. Now let's see what a different plant date looks like across the road. Look good. This is light soil, so kind of packed here on the end where we enter and exit. You see where the DB folded. That's the bad part about the DB. Right there. Ooh. You can see the tracks. And you can see what it does to our beans with the tracks. I really sometimes think we ought to have a 40-foot 24-row 20. Now, I'll be honest, I miss my Kinsey box planters sometimes. Sometimes I think a 3700 24-row 20, 40-footer, just a straight toolbar with 24 rows on the back. Wouldn't it be heavenly to work on? Look back, see if the wheel's turning. No beeping. If one of the boxes doesn't empty, you got a 40-inch row, you don't worry about it. Man, we didn't realize how good we had it. This is our first planted cornfield. Just went through some weather. Man, it looks good. Look at that.